to like mix a CD. Like it was crazy.
I remember bringing the booklets too.
The
a couple
big booklets.
Yeah, just going through and.
So I remember sitting in DJ booths and seeing DJs, hit their homie up, give me that record, and then kind of spin and stuff on the fly. So when you're doing CDs, what the fuck do you do?
Yes.
It was more of a tempo matching thing and using the faders and stuff, but you can like slow it down with pitch and just kind of have effects on it and stuff. But it was just more of a tempo beat matching.
It was when DJing went mobile.
Yeah,
the CDs allowed DJs to be more mobile.
More mobile, yeah.
And it created a new kind of style of DJ actually, which was the mobile event DJ. Which before it ever happened. Before you just had a DJ bringing records and I got all my best records, right? I got all the best. Everything in the yellow crate is money. Everything in the green crate is just in case, right? Blue crate's just crap. There's only like one or two songs that are kind of scratched on that, right? That's how it was, dude. But CDs allowed you to be like, okay, now I have less, and now I can be like focus on the music, kind of, right?
Yeah. Shit. And then it slightly changed after, because like some of them had USB ports on them, so you could just like load up the songs and put the USB ports.
Dude.
And then after it just like changed until it's just like just a controller.
Yeah.
And super like light and
dude,
just
I had a Denon,
one.
I had a Denon. It was a big box thing, right? And it had like all the things you put it in, whatever, right? And then I carry that box. Boom, put it on the thing, and it would be my amp, my CD players, my USB insert, whatever, right? I'd have it all crafted, and I bought it from this guy who sold it to me. Goes, yeah, I don't need it anymore, and I'm like, score! I'm getting this for so cheap off him. I thought it was awesome, and then I was like, holy fuck, hang on, I might as well have a crate of records, right? I'm just bringing this thing, right? It's big, boom. They're like, what's that? It's like, is that an air conditioner?
Yeah. Nice.
And we didn't even do the High Phrase podcast, the Alite ACDJ. Our guest today came from a long way, man. Abbey City represent DJ Big Smoke in the building.
Big Smoke.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Raw Vibes Music represent.
Hell yeah.
Doing business right with the merch. T-shirt and beat tape on deck.
Yeah.
Great to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming through.
You. Brother, why is merch so important in music today?
Oh, because it really helps you promote and brand yourself and just kind of get out there and network and just
you need to go deeper with that. Why is merch important for rappers and musicians in today's world?
Why is it important? I guess I'd mostly say just like promotion and just the who they are and as just a brand and as a person and maybe their influences of things or hip hop,
Yeah.
Because you ain't fucking around. You put it on your skin.
Yeah.
Represent.
Yeah. And I stuck with it and just kind of want to just keep that for forever.
Dude, I would tell you that merchandise is the basis of being a fucking musician today.
Yeah.
Because music only promotes music. What promotes the artist, right? The music is music, because you could play a song and people would listen to it and they're like, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I feel this. Oh, it's cool. Who is this?
Yeah.
Right? And then you're like, then the music. Oh, I like the music, right? But the merch is what allows people to connect with the artist, which is why I think Vancouver suffers so much in the rap.
What there's a lot of whack merch too, man. Like people just put their name on something and like, yo, this is merch. But dude, this is artwork.
You gotta brand yourself.
Like this is artwork. Like you got the skeleton with the boombox. Like it's artwork.
We need to get into merch. We are past that point.
High phrase,
right?
Like that.
We are at that point. This guy comes in here, sick a dime, comes in here with his shirts and shit. You come in with your gear, and I'm like, man, we are failing.
Behind.
We are failing. We are behind.
Yeah.
Right? We need to step it up a notch.
It's good, It's and you can kind of dip on so many little things too. Just you got the merch. You can get the keychains right here. The
lanyards too.
I just bought these like just random online just to try them out.
It's good giveaways.
Yeah,
real entrepreneur.
Yeah, and then the stickers too.
Real hip-hop.
I've been slapping those around, and it's funny because my family helps me slap these stickers in the city. My mom be working in a hospital transfer, so she slaps them around the city, and I'm just like, Mom,
that's
bless, thank
that's
you,
support.
that's great. Slap those.
Mean mugging fools are looking at her. What?
Right? Well, I mean, before we kind of get too deep into the music, because I know we're going to talk about the music, man, I got to say, I've been seeing, social media is nonstop every day of our lives, and I've been seeing a lot of this, the 215 kids that they found in Kelowna.
That's unfortunate,
There's only
man.
a small percentage of 42.
This is what I'm thinking.
100 kids that have been not reported missing or alive.
Can you imagine Canada wide? Can you imagine?
Hey,
Yeah.
you know it. You know where this is all our conversations going
What the biggest problem is
right now.
Like the indigenous, the lineage of indigenous people in the country wouldn't have had like verified registered ID. So you don't really know how many people have gone missing.
Yeah.
It's just
especially
a guesstimate.
back then, yeah.
Yeah, tribal elders would not know. They don't keep track or count.
No.
There's no booklet of
No
names.
documents, no.
Yeah, none of that stuff.
No.
And the thing that gets me is okay, for a long time, we've kind of had the stigma in Canada. Oh, Canada's not racist. We're the nice version of America. Everyone's polite and nice here. But yo, man, people that are brown skinned, no, this place is a fucking shithole of racism.
Yeah, it's got some scandals and skeletons in there,
Yeah, for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost seems like since, George Floyd and the events that followed George Floyd's passing, this whole door kicked wide open.
Yeah.
And kind of exposed Canada a little bit.
Yeah.
Because on the world stage, everyone's like, oh, Canada's so nice. So nice. Happy country.
Garbage. We're charlatans here.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So, the thing that I'm thinking is, can you imagine, and the thing is, I don't want to give the impression that it only happens here, right? Indigenous people get fucked across the world. Doesn't matter what country you're in.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world, wherever the indigenous population is, they get fucked.
Yeah.
From Australia to Palestine to wherever you look.
Yeah.
The thing that's crazy to me is, I was reading a report saying that some of the people that committed these crimes may still be alive. Some of these priests and some of these nuns.
Yeah.
And school chancellors, whatever the fuck you want to call them, may still be alive.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you want to find these motherfuckers and do something?
Oh, yeah.
Punishment?
Justice, yeah.
Anything?
Yeah.
There's not even a conversation? We're not even, people aren't even talking about this?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
It's, yeah.
Are you religious? Come from religious family at all?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
They're not watching, don't worry.
No. Yeah, like grandparents and stuff, yeah. Yeah.
Catholic.
Well, I my aunt and their family, they're Mormons, but they're just completely warped and
That's a hard one to fuck with.
yeah. I feel like my aunt's her soul's just sucked out. It's weird. Yeah,
It's horrible, man. Those sideways religions, from the big ones. The sideways religions.
The
I always
remixes?
call them. Yeah, they're the harder on people. You go to Catholic and you go to Muslim and you go to Christian, you go to Jew, Hebrew.
The Abrahamic faiths, the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones are kind of they don't fuck you up as much.
No.
Right? There's actual really sensible lessons that you can get from those religions. Right?
Yes.
Because there's stories from people from years. But the sideways religions, like the fucking Jehovah and Mormon and what's the other, Wiccan?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These ones.
Let's make it clear, man. All religions fucked.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah, they're yeah.
People
don't
don't like
get
hearing.
me wrong.
People don't like hearing this.
No.
But they're all fucked.
Yeah.
I have grown-up kids. My son's turning 20, my daughter's turning 14, and they're rational thinking kids, and we have this conversation about religion. And the thing that I always, because I tell them, hey man, I'm not going to teach you religion. If you find religion yourself, that's on you. That's on you. If you choose to be religious in the future, that's on you. You make your own decisions.
Yeah.
As far as your spiritual belief goes, I'm not going to say whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you decide.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I'll tell them the story of Abraham and potentially sacrificing his kid that he had illegitimately. And the kid, right before Abraham swings the axe, the kid switches to a goat, and God's like, "Ha! Fooled you, motherfucker! You almost did it!
a prankster.
What a motherfucker! What kind of asshole God is this? Lay your kid out, and then last minute switch to a goat." So I tell them the story, and they're like, "What?" this is a real story. Like, yeah,
Dude, that's the same shit as when you're like, no returns as a kid, right? Touch, tag, no return, or whatever. Remember you used to, I don't know, I'm from the
punch buggy.
I was born in the 1900s. But yeah, that was, like that's the same shit. Listen, man.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you guys once, and this might really, really upset some people if they watch this.
Probably will.
But all of the shit I'm seeing on social media in the last 3-4 days is garbage.
Yeah.
It's garbage, dude. It's garbage. And no offense to anybody, but before March or May 27th, I would say probably 100% of fucking Facebook did not care about Indigenous people.
Yeah, and I think it depends on which circle you're a part of.
98% of people didn't care about Indigenous people, man. They grew up we've grown up in a country, and it's no shit, it's no lie. We've grown up in a country that has discarded nationalities, has been one of the most racist countries in the world, dude.
Yeah.
Don't fucking get it twisted, everybody.
Yeah.
Just because we're here, like, we're racist as fuck. We see it all the time, right?
Yeah.
And, we've ignored Aboriginal people for 200 years, and it wasn't until that media post came out that everybody started finding something to jump on again. Here we are in a bandwagon society where people just jump on shit because it's cool and they want to be recognized. That's the garbage part about all this. You know as well as I do, Reef.
They want that. Good job.
Hey, no offense to you guys, okay? I have friends that watch this podcast that did this. But no offense to you for putting on that all kids matter bullshit orange sign.
The orange dot, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now look, I get it. Show support, right? Show support, right? And my friend Cameron Sterling said something really good online where he said, write a letter. Make a fucking write a letter. Don't change your profile pic and put a fucking symbol on there. Write a letter. Do something. Go and protest, right? That's bullshit. And you see it all over social media. And I know you've seen it, dude.
100%.
I know you have an opinion on it because
100%.
it's just... This is the problem.
Yeah.
This is the problem, dude. I know we get in a little political rants here, but this is our problem with our society is that we don't individually make the choices to do this. We follow masses.
Yeah.
Right? And here they think that this is going to be great for Indians. Well, guess what? Indigenous people are insulted.
Yeah.
They're insulted with all these white people putting shit on their fucking Facebook. And that one where the guy that says the quote, "Oh, we're gonna make them not think they're Indian and make them feel really bad about themselves." That quote that everybody's putting up.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
But it's armchair activism, right? It's the bare minimum. And people want to do the bare minimum so they can feel like they're contributing in some way. And I can tell you, like, over the years that I've been making music and doing my part that I can, being at protests and things like that, up until, like we were saying, up until last year, going to protests, you would only get a few hundred people in the area.
Yeah.
And when the Black Lives Matter protest jumped off, we got to 25,000 people. That's fucking astonishing.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's a single event that didn't happen in Canada, didn't happen in Vancouver, happened in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And 215 children die. And this is the kind of shit I'm seeing. Well, how do you know they were killed?
Yeah.
How do you know they didn't die of a disease?
That's the other one I've been
How do
saying.
you know they didn't die of tuberculosis? Well, they were fucking kidnapped.
Yeah.
Does it matter how they died? You stole them first, motherfucker. If they died in your care, it's still murder.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, if they fell off a tree and died, it's still your fault. You stole them. They're now in your care, in your hands.
Yeah.
And 200 plus died. Now, here's the fucked up thing, okay? That's one school.
Yeah.
You see all these horror movies like Indian and burial grounds and spirits pop back up and shit like that.
Yeah.
Across the fucking country, there's residential schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if they start unearthing each school, what the fuck are they gonna find? The fuck's gonna happen, man?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
horrible.
people understand this, and we don't mince words here. The reality of this, and you can correct me if you want to fucking ever correct us. Come on the show, send us an email. Let's talk, right? But the Christians did it all. There was no Muslims. There was no Hebrews. There was nobody to pass the buck to back then. It was all Christian belief, ethnic cleansing, right? Bow to God, or we're gonna kill you. Well, I don't even understand what you're saying, right? What language are you speaking, right? Oh, well, you're fucking dead. Yeah. That's how it was.
Yeah.
And these fucking kids that they killed, as sad as it is, man, those kids, it's worse than just dying. Those kids were raped repeatedly, over and over and over, until their bodies couldn't be held together anymore, and they were buried. That's what happens, man. Fucking and people don't want to say it, like, no, God is good, God is this is why there's no heaven or because there's no fucking chance in hell that a guy that's allowing all this says that there is something greater than this. That's why there is, dude. And that's why I look at the sickness of Christianity, and I'm like, how can the sickness of this Christianity actually be real? How can it actually be real? What happens when you die? What happens when you die, bro? Yeah, we're gonna get into music. Don't worry. This is the deep part of the show.
What happens?
Yes. What happens when you die?
It's always interesting answers.
Afterlife.
Yeah, but what is it? Tell me. When you die, what happens? Your soul goes somewhere? Do your spirit? Like, what do you believe? What do you honestly believe?
I just believe in, just your spirit just just wanders and
goes to heaven and shit.
Well, I think it's like it stays on Earth.
Yeah.
But like like, I mean, there's so many things too, because like sometimes spirits stay in there when there's belongings around, and they stay around, and haunt, or just like they're there, that's just how it is, right? But yeah, I think I believe in reincarnation too.
Oh,
I think
There's endless options.
Yeah, and it just, but like I believe in a reincarnation for sure, and also your spirit just staying on Earth, and I mean, if you got
fucked up options,
yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a belonging and it's buried there, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be there, but you're coming back there and you're gonna stay there and bother whoever's around.
Yeah.
Because hey, man, I'm here.
Mike fucking hates these options.
Those are fucking horrible options. But
yeah,
all I know is that I'm not gonna fucking make you angry, because if you're sticking the fuck around, I'm not pissing you off. Man. Come fucking back at me.
Here's the thing, okay? to clarify, Mike thinks it just goes black.
Just go black.
The room goes dark. There's nothing else, and it's just over.
Hope is lost.
Yeah.
I think we search for the light in the last moments of our life. We're like, oh, where is it? Where is it? I can't see it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where's the light? Boom, gone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, I think your brain stays alive after your heart stops, and that you process a lot of what
understand
happened.
that you're dying.
Yeah, and I think that you go into a body bag and you fucking see inside.
Oh, that's morbid, bro.
Because the brain is so charged up on a day-to-day basis, right? Like, your brain is just a ball of fucking energy.
Yeah.
And so when you die, what does it just stop? It turns off? Like, it's...
No, it has to... Yeah.
It's alive, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What makes you write your music is a fucking live in your head.
What?
Yeah.
See, and
Oh,
I know you hate this shit so much.
I love it, though.
So the thing is, like, with... I was proving this point to my daughter the other day. We were talking, and I was telling her the Stardust thing, right? It's the idea of the Stardust, and how everything that's in stars is our chemical makeup.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That's a
let
good
me scientifically verify this shit. So I went online, I Googled my ass off, and it's scientifically verified that the elements in stars are the elements in the human body.
Ooh.
But now I'm like, okay, that's just us. What about other animals?
Yeah.
So and then I kind of did a little bit of a deep dive.
That's cool.
Every single thing that exists on this planet, on this planet's chemical makeup is the same shit that you find in stars.
Boom.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're all just the same organic material that's
Yeah.
made into something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you think it's a coincidence?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's such a big coincidence.
Yeah, but that big coincidences happen all the time, dude. You ever walk into a place where you ever go somewhere where you've never been before, or like a city you haven't been in, and you run into someone you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that just coincidence?
It's very strange.
It's very strange. Aren't you fucked up? You're like, what the fuck? That's crazy. You're here.
Yeah. Or
Big coincidences happen.
Happens in Vegas. Happens in Vegas a lot.
Yeah. It happens all the time. But we don't register that as a major coincidence. Two people from completely different spots that never talk to each other but know each other met at this fucking spot. Cross paths here. How fucking crazy is that, dude?
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big coincidences happen all the time.
Yeah.
Birth is a big coincidence.
I think there's a little more science to it than that.
Yeah, but it's a coincidence that it happens. 10 million sperms fucking climb into your old lady, right? And try to get into her fucking race. Only the David Gogans of fucking sperm makes it to the fucking
Hey,
end.
did you hear the new science that says it's the egg that chooses the sperm?
Shut the fuck up! A smart egg?
They're all smart.
It's like,
Is there an
come
app
on
for
in.
that?
Yeah, the women's egg decides which sperm gets to
That's amazing.
create. So okay, this is what I don't get. Okay, because I feel like my thinking is a little bit sentimental in this regard. Like I feel like there's some sentiment to existence, right? But someone that thinks the way you think, you void sentiment from like whatever this existence is. But you appreciate poetry.
Yes, I do. I love the arts. Everything about the
You're deeply moved by music.
I love music and everything.
You can watch a movie and get lost in the movie.
I fucking literally the house could be on fire. I gotta fucking watch that movie.
But it's all sentiment. It's all sentiment. It's all feeling and emotion and like.
Yeah.
But when it comes to what makes us, you're like, no.
Okay, listen. This is gonna be hard for you to understand, but I'm gonna tell you that I love and appreciate everything that it is and it means to be chosen as a human. Not a dog, not a fucking bird, right? Not a fish. I was chosen as the apex predator on Earth. I'm human.
Yeah.
So I take advantage of all the luxuries that I can. That I can, if I can do it, if I physically, if I mentally, if I emotionally, you know, if I can do it, right?
Yeah.
But it's all bullshit. Fuck. It's all fucking bullshit, dude. Everything we're doing with our life is garbage. It's bullshit. Because in the end, it means fucking nothing. Like, and I don't mean to downplay anything we do, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah.
It means nothing in the end.
It's just,
What are we going to do? What are we going to do in the end? Oh, yeah, fuck, I had a podcast. And fuck in the end. It means nothing in the future, right? It means everything right now.
yeah.
Right?
Now.
And so as a human, the luxury of being human is being able to enjoy the moment. Do you know I never watch anything that we do? I never watch it. I don't.
That's interesting.
Well, because I lived it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the moment is
the
more
moment
important to you.
now.
This
boom,
world
right here.
we're creating is for someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
And think about this.
Yeah.
If you watch an episode of our podcast, are you going to watch it again? Slim chance you are.
Doubtful.
No, because you're just like, yeah, I've watched it. You're not going to watch it again. I never watched 2 Joe Rogans ever, like
Never.
the same
Yeah.
episode ever. Never. Why? Because the moment is what's important. That's what it is to be a human. You live in the moment. And guess what? When the moment ends, it's over.
Yeah.
So fleeting.
And guess what? All those hopes and all those sentiments and all those emotions and all those fucking things you created over your lifetime were only good in the moment.
Yeah.
Because when it's fucking over, it's over.
Yeah.
But is that what you want it to be?
That's how it is.
But if you had to choose, is that how you want it to be?
No, because you think about people who get lost in the past, who are so in love with the past. They never progress.
Interesting.
They never get to live the moment. And you know what those people do? They start saying, this new hip-hop sucks. Why? Why? It's what's being produced. If you were 20 years old, you wouldn't say that. But if you're 40, you're like, this new hip-hop fucking sucks. No. What sucks is fucking you.
Yeah.
Right? What sucks is me. I fucking suck. And that's something I can add to it because I chose not to be in the moment of hip-hop right now. I wasn't in love with hip-hop enough to allow myself to evolve in the moment of hip-hop. So I'm stuck in the fucking past of hip-hop.
Yeah.
Right? And
Bars.
Right? That's where I am. I'm stuck, dude.
Yeah.
And these are the fucking problems. You need to be you need to progress and evolve every single moment of the day. Every single moment of the day, you need to evolve because when it's all over, you've reached your max evolutional stage. That's it. It's over. Do you ever wonder why people die early? They're like, that fucking guy was so healthy. He died early because he reached his fucking moment. The end. He had accomplished it. He'd reached. That's how much that person would peak. You ever see someone that's seriously out of shape and fucking just fucked
Live
up
forever.
beyond recognition? They live to 100. You're like, what the fuck?
Yes, I do.
Right? It's because that person hasn't reached they've lived in the fucking every moment of their life. And
So you think it's like a tag? You think it's like a tag?
Yeah.
Like we're tagged?
buddy, we are.
But is that so? Is that predetermined? Is that predetermined then?
No, I think where it comes down to really is like you stop creating your moments when you give up. You know,
Right.
like when you
I
everyone's
see
like,
what you're
oh,
saying.
they retired. You know, someone's like goes to work for 50 years and then retires, and then they die, right? Oh, why'd he die? Oh, he retired. He had nothing to do, and he lost his will to live. Right?
It really
That's
does
what they
happen.
say.
It really does happen.
It does, dude, and that's how you should be every single day.
Well, it's interesting how you said that
Yeah.
because
Every day.
LaMarcus Aldridge retired, right?
Yeah.
LaMarcus gone from the NBA, and it's only been like what a month and a half since he retired, and he was doing a press conference talking about how depressed he is now that he doesn't have basketball.
Yeah.
It's rough,
It's a big
man.
issue, man, and it's
rough.
a big issue in all our lives, and even with
Yeah.
you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
here you are making music at a good rate,
Yeah.
right? And you know when you stop making music, that's when you really have to be cautious of your life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like you've undertaken. Same with him. You guys have undertaken this mission here of music, right? And you've made it your sole purpose for part of your life and
make
living.
dope
Besides
music,
that,
yeah.
you want to fucking make it.
Yeah.
You want to have a hit. You want to have a banger. You want to have something, man.
Yeah.
So that's why you strive and you keep doing shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can't fucking stop.
No.
Because if you stop,
It's-
and no offense to either of you on this, you know, I just fucking tell my truth.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
for
if
sure,
you
yeah.
stop, you're only proving to yourself you're a fake.
Yeah.
No, do you
Facts.
understand that?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
You're only
It's just-
proving that you fucking faked it. Look at Sick of Dime 50 albums. He refuses. I guarantee you he's going to put another fucking album out.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's in his veins.
Right, because you can't justify all that hard work to just stop.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why you got to do it to your fucking dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's kind of the mindset I have. It's all I have really. That's it.
Yeah.
I just have to keep going.
Are you following any NBA right now?
A little bit, yeah. My main teams are Lakers, Miami, and Toronto. But so like Miami's out, but Lakers, yeah, they're still
Play tonight
tied.
against Phoenix.
Tonight, oh yeah.
Can't wait to PVR that shit. Are you actually watching the game? You know whether you watch the game. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I watched the 50-minute breakdown highlights. They play the 15, 20-minute games and they break down everything,
Right.
And they show the highlights and everything because I can't be bothered to watch a whole game.
Oh, just the cut. Yeah.
Well, let's be
yeah,
face it. Who is tuning basketball right now?
I've been out.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
this is what I do. Okay, I PVR the game,
Yeah.
and from at night, like when I should be going to sleep, I'll watch the game. I'll fast forward all the free throws. I'll fast forward the pregame, the postgame, and I'll fast forward all the cuts.
Yeah.
So I really only watch 48 minutes.
Yeah.
I just watched live action, but I get to watch the whole game.
Who is tune-in playoff NBA basketball right now?
Portland Trailblazers
Oh, yeah, man.
are fucking dope. Honestly, Dame, CJ, and Carmelo. Carmelo looks good right now.
Yeah.
Old man. They call him old man, but he's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. The Knicks and the Hawks, crazy entertaining, dude. I never thought I'd say it, but that is probably the most exciting series. The Knicks fans, when they get to the arena on the seat, they have like a little piece of paper and it says, "Don't yell fuck Trey," because it gets him going and he lights us up. Instead, say Trey is balding. I don't know if you know, but Trey Young's got a badass balding situation on his head.
Oh.
And he's young. He's only like 22 years old.
Oh,
So the Knicks, MSG has a flyer on every single seat in the arena.
And you know what? People don't know. Those flyers double as bulletproof fucking vests. You can actually put them on your way out of the arena.
New York is fucked up right now.
It's really fucked
But
up. Right now.
yeah, no. If you want to be entertained, the Knicks and the Hawks have probably the most entertaining series.
It's true.
Yeah. Eh?
They're going at each other's throats.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good.
The Lakers and the Suns.
Yeah.
I mean, I love LeBron. Anywhere LeBron goes, I'm down to watch.
Yeah.
You're a LeBron fan?
You know what? I respect LeBron and I do
know
like
what
him,
this is
but I
going.
was watching those stupid WWE fake ass fouls and he takes the cake and I'm just like, why are you doing that, LeBron? Like why? The acting is just like it's too much.
Can I tell you why?
Like,
Okay, I
I think
understand
Mike's
that.
gonna read my mind right now.
I
yeah.
understand that. Well, no, I'll let you preach. You preach.
But I respect LeBron for sure.
This is what
Space
happens.
Jam 2 is not going to be good.
This is what happens when you buy cigars last minute.
Space
by the
Jam
way.
1. Only.
But
I don't know.
So here's the thing, okay? LeBron's a big fucking guy, right? And he gets
Come a long way.
hacked. And there's a lot of no calls. The problem
Yeah.
is because he moves so fast and he's so fucking strong, he moves through a lot of contact. That for other players would put them on the ground. Like in this last game, Jay Crowder grabbed LeBron by the shoulders and tried to hold him down. He couldn't. LeBron still gets off the ground.
Yeah.
But shit like that would be called a flagrant on other guys. On LeBron, it's just like, well, you're a big guy. Deal with that shit. But I agree. He does some acting that I'm kind of like,
yes.
yo.
And that makes other players do the same thing. And I've watched a little,
Okay.
compilation of it. I'm just
The worst offender
Fuck.
is Marcus Smart of the Boston Celtics.
He's bad.
oh,
This motherfucker, honestly, I've seen this guy take no contact and move like the Matrix and just get launched across the court. I'm like, what the fuck? And you go
Damn.
and they'll show the replay and they'll show him not get hit and he just goes flying. What the fuck is this guy doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll tell
So
you
that
really
kind of
why.
stuff needs to cut out.
Gotta go.
I'll tell you really why it happens. Because where you guys are sitting there watching a fucking basketball game of your favorite player, LeBron James,
On
playing-
TV,
You know what I'm watching?
like, different angle or?
Porn.
No.
Oh, no.
No, you know what? When you're if you and I are watching the game and you're watching the game, you know what I'm watching?
The refs?
No, man. I'm not watching a fucking game. I'm watching a scripted drama.
Oh, no.
yeah.
I'm
Stop.
watching a scripted drama. I'm watching a
I've gotten some of those vibes a few times, but like, just, I don't know.
and it only goes like this. There can only be one man in the league who gets the shiny red apple, that gets to hold the NBA apple. Okay, there's only one player ever at a time.
Yes.
It's never two, it's never three, it's only
Just one.
And the reason why there's
Every-
only one is because one person can keep a secret. Right? And one person can keep a deal. Two people get in there, one person might get upset with the other person who's got the shinier apple, so they know that will fucking leak it. They can't leak this. So they have one person, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
You have no
Right.
faith.
LeBron James,
No faith.
Kobe.
right? No, Kobe didn't have it.
So who was it? Who was it during that era? Tim Duncan?
No.
Shaq?
No, there was none. Maybe Shaq, maybe. But I don't think there was one. Not like LeBron and Michael, okay? Like, Shaq was big. Shaq had a lot of investments and made a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But, dude, there can only be one. And I'm not saying there's a conspiracy. What I'm saying...
Kind of sounds like you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is that person has that Wayne Gretzky effect. They have that... Look, don't touch LeBron. He's got the red fucking sweater on. If LeBron gets hurt in the league, our league will go down into the shitter. If you lose LeBron James in the NBA, fucking the game's over, man. Who's going to step up and be a superstar?
Give it 2 years.
Yeah, we need a couple years.
At least 2 more years of LeBron. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And so, but they need to start developing the next superstar. That's why you know what's fucking all these superstars up is social media. Because the NBA is looking at it like, we can't lift these guys up like LeBron. LeBron was smart, man. Never got in any trouble. Donated a lot of money. You know what I mean? Wasn't
Built a fucking school, man.
wasn't
Yeah.
a dirty player.
No,
Said,
no.
you know, when the odds were against him, his 30 for 30 story of LeBron James is going to be magnificent.
Yeah.
And he's taken some of the worst teams
Carried.
ever assembled in the NBA that had no business being in the playoffs to the motherfucking finals.
Yeah.
Made Danielle Marshall an all-star. You guys are probably like, who's Danielle Marshall? Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking made a nobody an all-star just off of his own ability.
Yeah.
But, dude, when you say it's scripted, it just breaks my heart.
But what I mean by scripted is that LeBron has to take those fakes so that the referees are on top of people actually trying to take LeBron out, and they call them on it because you have to protect your golden goose, man. It's
Yeah.
like that in every
So you say
sport.
scripted like WWE scripted?
No. Scripted as in everybody favor LeBron when they're on the court. Referees know we need to look after LeBron.
Yeah.
All right, LeBron can't get hurt. If someone's fucking, we're going to call, and we're going to call people early. If they're not calling, LeBron takes a dive.
We are never getting anybody from the NBA on this
Right?
podcast.
LeBron
Ever.
takes a dive to remind them that I'm getting roughed up, and you're not seeing it. And so he takes the dive, and the refs are like, "Oh fuck, okay, LeBron did the dive. We better start watching." I'm fucking telling you, dude. If you watch the games,
I do.
watch the games when he dives.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after, ticky tack fouls start happening on him. Dude, he gets fucking ticky tack fouls.
Yeah.
It happens every time.
Yeah.
And I'm a LeBron fan, but I understand the conspiracy of all this. There can only be one. There can only be one. And you mark my fucking words, that next one is Zion.
But Zion's so basic.
Listen, dude, every generation changes. The mentality of people changes.
So do you think Steph was like an anomaly that just came and fucked up the Matrix?
He was a Kobe. Kobe was not the one either. Kobe was too independent and strong, and he quit the NBA early because of injuries or whatever. He could have gone on if he didn't have those injuries and been the leading scorer.
Kobe was not favored in the league. He was not favored in the league. He was not favored by ESPN.
No.
They didn't. I mean, you know what it is? He is so fucking cocky.
Yeah.
He just knows he is the fucking best, and that attitude doesn't play well. Like LeBron's pretty humble considering his achievements. Overall, he's not out there saying I'm the fucking greatest.
Yeah.
Kobe was like, nobody fucking with me. I would actually say stuff like that. Nobody's fucking with me. I don't care. Nobody.
LeBron wants to win an Oscar. After this, he's got his rings. He wants to do a Kobe and win an Oscar. He wants to win an Emmy or something. He's got ambition, man.
It'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll happen, right? Like he's just gonna be that guy. Like
he'll be the only player in history to play with his son and then own the team.
So I might have to watch Space Jam 2 then.
I think it'll be good. The thing is, like, I don't know if you've seen the trailer or the premise, but
I did. Yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
It looks, it's just the graphics kind of weird me out a bit because Space Jam 1 was great, and all the movies that were like that were just nice.
yeah. This is definitely a big upgrade
think personally,
technology-wise.
it's going to be a shameful sting on his fucking career. I'm not trying to be down about it, but I think
you are.
I think you know what, dude? It's just, why do you got to be like Mike? Like, why? Why? Why couldn't he do an action fucking movie?
Are you inspired by Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do anything like Michael Jackson?
When I was younger,
okay,
I used to dance and wear the Band-Aids on the fingers.
Why?
I guess just because he was doing it, and this was like back in 91, 90.
Yeah.
And he was just the best. And Moonwalker, that movie was incredible.
Wild,
I even bought like 2 versions of that.
Amazing.
It was just, and man, it's just best biopic documentary ever.
That's why LeBron's doing Space Jam 2.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's it's iconic, right? It's an iconic position that maybe Space Jam 3 will have somebody great.
What did you?
Yeah.
Do you like those old mafia movies? Goodfellas, Scarface,
Yeah.
Godfather.
Oh, yeah.
90s films. He's a 90s guy. He loves 90s.
What about
shit.
you?
Yo, fuck, of course.
What is your favorite out of the genre of movies? I know that's hard
Oh, yeah.
because there's so many gems.
Well, Goodfellas had the ultimate best lines and the best memories of all the gangster films. Everyone knows that Goodfellas is the best.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But A Bronx Tale is a great story as well.
Underrated.
Chaz Palmintero and Robert De Niro.
Underrated movie.
Right? You ever see that one?
No, I
Bronx
no,
Tale?
I haven't.
That's
No.
a good one.
Yeah?
That's a good one.
It's really good. Robert De Niro's in there, and and the Chaz Palminteri wrote that movie and starred in it.
I think he wrote it as a play.
Yeah.
And then it blew up to a movie. So you would never want to redo one of those greats? You'd never want to have the
No.
opportunity to step in the shoes of...
I'm 100% anti fucking remix.
Really,
of
eh?
Movies, yeah. 100 fucking percent.
Yeah.
Do you know what's sad, dude? There's just like fucking talent pools low. Like, why do they just regurgitate movies? I guess so kids can enjoy what we enjoyed. That's kind of narcissist in a weird way that we're trying to force kids to enjoy what we enjoyed.
What movie from that area do you love? Casino.
Like the gangsters. Casino's
For the
good.
gangsters, Casino's good. Yeah,
I think they stand
Scarface.
alone, buddy. Scarface. Like they tried to redo Scarface
Multiple times.
with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, they shelved it. They filmed it and they shelved it.
Yeah,
Really,
you can't redo those. Like Carlito's Way, you can't really touch
Carlito's
those.
No.
Way, like come on, man, that's a
Amazing.
great movie.
Yeah.
To redo that, it takes away the luster of the original, and it's just like, man.
So you've never seen a redo that you like?
I don't know. know. It's the ever redo.
That's interesting.
Redos.
Do I have any redos that I like? Yeah. I don't think there are many, man.
No.
I don't think there are many.
Regardless
of genre.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking of like, okay, so redos are like.
Okay, Ghostbusters. I like the new Ghostbusters. I think that's kind of.
You mean which
with the female crew?
Okay, but yeah, never seen it. But there's the third one coming out that's tied to the 1 and 2.
Right.
The kids, their sons and stuff.
I think it's dope. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, never seen it.
Unimpressed. Yeah, no, there's not many great redos. You know, they did try to do Total Recall. It's kind of bad with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
They did Judge Dredd.
The new one I thought was better than the Stallone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I felt it was more real.
Sometimes they get better. They're better ones. I think.
The boss, that girl from like Game of Thrones, it was a really good. It was a very realistic future. Like that's what it could be like.
Gritty and dark.
Yeah, dark. Just yeah.
So Smoke, you were born in 1985. That means by 1995 you were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
Great math.
85. Yeah.
What's the fucking best part about the 90s?
In
your opinion, as an 80s, born in the 80s, growing up in the 90s kid, what's the best part about the 90s?
I guess the music and the films. Mm-hmm. Like my all-time favorite is always Roger Rabbit. Why? Because I watched it so many times with my cousin, just because we loved the acting, the music, and then just the overall how they were talking. It was just a great movie. We still watch it from time to time, but yeah, that was probably the best. And then Moonwalker. It was like Moonwalker, Roger Rabbit. Those were all like, we watched those thousands of times.
I remember those.
It's just
Roger Rabbit is the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
Wow.
Was it really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 13.
Really?
I had never been to theaters up until well, my parents were fucking like, hardcore Muslim, like, why do you have to go to theater? Wait till it comes on tape. And why the VHS at home? Like, I was going to be like 2 fucking years. If you don't know, when movies came out in theaters, before they came out on VHS, you had to wait like a fucking year and a half.
Yeah.
The movie was like, it meant nothing. By the time it came out on VHS, I was like, this movie's still here?
About that time frame that there was.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Now you go from theaters to VOD in like 3 months.
Yeah.
Rent it for $5.
Just live stream it for pirate.
I can't do that.
Pirate costs.
Can't do that.
Yeah, it's tough.
I feel like I have to support the artist somewhat. I know.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it. It's hard to be an artist of any kind, man.
Are you pirating or are you legit streaming stuff?
Yeah, you know what? I don't do no pirate on TV shows or movies. Right. It's just Apple TV. With the music back in the day, Napster, that was like a pretty hot, thing to do. But I was just getting like the Tupac unreleased tracks though. Yeah. That's what I was using it for.
And the Machiavelli 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, all the unreleased tapes. Yeah.
Dude, I have been a DJ and I have lost my entire fucking hard drive of music many times. And it would be like days before a gig. And I'd hit up some of my buddies like, I need to get blah, blah, blah. Can you transfer it? And then I'm like, all these songs. And I just pirate shit back in the day.
Yeah.
On LimeWire and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was so easy.
Good, yeah.
And you didn't really, there was no education about the money and all that stuff, right? It was kind of like, there's music.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fuck, you just download it.
Artist already got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was booming just crazy.
The labels paid them already. We're just borrowing it.
I ended up signing up for this thing back when I was DJing before COVID, and they just send you hundreds of songs every month.
Like the DJ clubs.
Yeah, DJ club, right? Yeah. And I get all this music, and I'm like, I have to listen to it all, right? And you're just rolling down the street listening to just garbage music, right? You're just like, it's fucking great.
What are you bumping right now that's new?
Bumping right now that's new, but it could be old though. No. I mean, just like I'm talking like just new stuff you've discovered that's old, like some old Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, okay.
Just like I'm just like wow, I never heard this before, but it's just like a little older, right? Just that. I basically I actually got a bunch of Burner tracks. Burner from San Francisco, Cookies. Yeah. I started bumping some of his because. He's got the weed flow, just to smoking, but like some of the beats and samples were real dope. And I got a few cuts that are just like fire. One had Trippie Redd on it, and it was like, this is vibing.
Is he still making music, Trippie Redd?
Trippie Redd is like a fucking alien. It looks like he should be in a Men in Black movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
it's just the vocals, like what the hook he did just sounded good, and the beat was just sampled lo-fi, and it was.
So you're fucking with the
bro.
underground stuff.
Yeah, and I just kind of, I've been listening to some SZA, like just her older records, a few with Kendrick and stuff, and just a whole bunch of just new and old from the crates.
Amazing, y'all.
Yeah,
Fuck with SZA for sure.
yeah. So I had to listen to the Kendrick track, right? The two that she did. So
Have you heard the Cole?
yeah, downloaded that. Yeah. So
What do you think? I've had a lot of mixed reviews on the new J. Cole.
It's yeah, I like it. The J. Cole's great. But yeah, I just took a few 3 or 4 cuts.
What do you think about beat selection on that album?
Different, but it's still got that that raw, just hip hop,
Right.
element,
Right.
no trap style beats really, maybe some drums though on some of the stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, Cole's boom bap, man. He's a straight up lyricist.
He's yeah, and you know what? I hope him and Kendrick drop an album one of these days.
Damn it.
I'm waiting for Kendrick
it.
Lamar music. That's what I'm, because I still bump Good Kid, Mad City because to me sonically,
fuck yeah.
it's still incredible. The voice and tones are still great, so I have to bump it.
Dude, Good Kid, Mad City is this era's Chronic.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%.
And because it was mixed on that console from the Chronic, so
by the Doctor.
Oh, wow.
yeah, so that mixed by Ali.
Dude, it's something about Dr. Dre's ear for the mix and the master is unparalleled.
So I have to keep listening to those over and over to study, and study. I have to. Yeah. That's all I can do.
So do you think that helps or hinders your creative process?
It helps, yeah. Do
you ever get to the point where you're like, fuck, I just can't make the fucking sound? Because there's certain things you want to hear.
Yeah.
And when they don't come out like that, because I know you producer people are all fucking meticulous with this shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So when
definitely.
it's not hitting, are you like, fuck,
yeah,
this shit?
Yeah. And then, you just keep going at it or take a break, go back to it again. But yeah, you just keep listening to these pro mixes and you're just like,
this sounds great.
Pro
Sounds
mix.
great.
This is engineering at its finest, and yeah.
Yeah, I remember when the Chronic first dropped, I was a kid, but hearing the sound, the clarity of the fucking melodies and the vocals, everything is so clean. You're like, sonically, nothing like this ever happened in hip hop.
No, that was the first pioneering.
Kick the doors open.
Yeah.
What was your first interaction with hip hop that just made you fucking fall in love?
Oh, I got introduced, to just early Death Row and Snoop Dogg back in 93 and 4.
Great introduction.
So it went from MJ, then Much Dance, mixes, Crisscross, and then
Crisscross,
at that age.
and then later on, my uncle was bumping All Eyes on Me and Me Against the World, and then it was done. Yeah,
It was over.
it just nonstop.
Crisscross was pretty underrated.
Did you wear your
man.
clothes backwards ever?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
I did too.
Jogging pants and even wore my shoes.
Oh, what? Shut the fuck up.
That's creative.
Because I thought they were doing it too back then.
So here's the thing people don't understand. You can't wear regular size jeans backwards.
No,
you had to be baggy.
That's why I was doing the
It had to
jogging
be
pants.
baggy, right?
I had to do the jogging
Well,
pants.
here's the thing. I was a skinny little kid, and cross colors were popping. So in my
Carl can I.
on my 28-inch waist, I got 38 in waist jeans. And then cinched that shit with the belt and made more holes just so they would fit, so you could wear them backwards.
I can't believe we actually
fucking
wore our
stupid.
clothes fucking backwards.
Right?
Hey, fucking
just-
stupid.
And the trend, though, right?
I would love to go back in time and slap
music.
myself. Imagine if I told a story. Hey, I remember that time I got slapped when I was wearing my clothes back. This guy came out of nowhere. I wish.
But see, the kids were doing a trend they were just kind of doing their own thing, and and
unique.
for young kids, and and Jermaine Dupri producing,
Genius.
and, just marketing styles,
JD is a genius with younger artists.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. He's way
low
too
key too.
Well, I mean, he's
Kinda
he's
underground.
too. I hate saying this. Please, if you ever hear this, don't judge me. But JD is too unattractive to be an artist himself. He's got eyes all fucked up, and he's really short, and you know,
he was kind of like an alternate version of Puffy,
right?
He had that album.
Puffy Light.
He had that album in like the mid to late 90s with Jay-Z. You know that. Remember the
Money Ain't a Thing.
Money Ain't a Thing was a hit track.
Yo,
but he was doing the Brat.
Yeah, he's got hits for days. Musically, he's fucking amazing. So Def's got bangers.
Yeah,
like generational bangers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he did all the fucking magic.
Yeah.
But he could never be an artist himself. It's kinda,
No.
Yeah, but you know what? He's got the life. He's got the artist life.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
And he's probably just produced it in the, in the background,
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like a Making the Band kind of show.
Right now he does?
He does, yeah. And I'm just, it is obviously in Atlanta, and I'm just shocked at how fucking bad so many artists are. Now, here's the thing, okay? I've known you for a few years now. We've kind of been at some mutual shows.
Yeah.
You live far away, but you still try to make a point to come and represent at the shows.
Yeah, as much as I can, yeah.
So when you see people on stage that fuck up the lyrics, gotta pull out a phone to remind themselves.
That doesn't happen.
It fucking happens.
That doesn't. I thought that only happened with the MC with the initials MC.
He's one of them. He's one of them. He's one of them. Yeah. But
I don't want to say any names.
Well, I mean, we do say names. So I mean, give a fuck. What are you gonna do? Scold me? Yeah, no. So I did a show once back in the day, and Matt Child pulled out his phone, was reading the lyrics off his phone. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh yeah.
So when you come a long way for a show, don't you expect someone to be fucking like on point?
Yeah. Especially in his like status. Yeah.
Right?
Totally. Yeah. But and then he's done some goofy stuff. Like
Have you seen
drugs.
Have you seen some shitty stuff at shows?
From him at
Just from artists, period.
Yeah. Just like sometimes sloppy
Any lip syncing?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, really? To their own songs, lip syncing their own songs.
Well, yeah, because sometimes they'll have they'll have the track playing fully, or just in or they'll just have instrumentals, and they'll be doing their thing.
Narcissism.
Well, we gotta clarify something for artists here. If you're gonna perform on stage, and you're gonna go in front of people and share your music, do not have vocals on your fucking track.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, okay? When you're in the studio and you're recording a song, you might be sitting like this and recording the song. You might be sitting way back like this and recording the song.
In the video, you're like fucking sweating and crying. And,
and everyone's got a different vibe. Dude, I've been in a studio with some artists that really are like artists.
Yeah.
And would they have to sit on the floor, and they have to have a candle, and they gotta hold the mic like this, and all this weird fuckery. But
their settings.
But the thing is, this is their studio vibe. The studio vibe. This is where they get in their little space and do their thing. Now, when you get in front of people, your adrenaline spikes.
Yeah.
Now you can't do all that shit anymore.
No.
Yeah, you gotta find a happy medium.
Yeah.
So you either gotta rap, really bring your heart rate down, rap the way you rap on the track, or your heart rate's up a little bit, you're a little more amped, but you still hit every lyric.
Yeah.
People get carried away.
Yeah.
Because their heart rate's like up here.
Yeah, some people have gotten drunk too before,
Shoot.
Yeah.
So here's what I suggest to all artists that are gonna perform: when you do your rehearsals, do cardio.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I was just going to suggest that.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
So I heard Outkast did this.
Yeah.
I heard Outkast would go to a track, they do laps around the track, and do their rehearsals.
Yeah.
So I heard them. I'm like, oh, it's fucking brilliant, because you get used to rapping at an elevated heart rate.
Yeah.
So I kind of incorporated this. So over the years, I do different cardio, and then I just keep doing my songs. And by the time I'm on stage, doesn't matter where my heart rate gets to, the fucking bars are always there.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to doing it with the elevated heart rate.
Yeah.
So
brilliant.
Few tips for you rappers that want to rap live: don't have your background vocals all over the track.
Yeah.
Don't yell into the mic.
Yeah.
Don't hold.
Yeah, muffled. Then they put.
Don't hold the microphone like this.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You hold the stem of the mic.
Yeah.
Because that's why you have a fucking stem of a mic.
Yeah.
So, just a small couple details, but I'm telling you, that background track that I hear people do, like it's just their own song playing in the background.
Yeah.
And they're just rapping over themselves.
Yeah.
That's the worst shit. Because I don't know what I'm listening to. right?
Yeah.
And I get it. Sometimes you do double time and shit, and you don't want to drop words and stuff, and you don't have a hype man to do the backup vocals for you.
Yeah.
Then don't do that song.
No.
Well, fucking do that song, man.
Yeah, it's so true, man.
If it took you 6 takes to do it in the studio, don't do it live.
Yeah.
It's just wrong. So,
Well, I was just gonna ask him, like, do you miss like performing and everything? Like, how long's it been since you done a show?
Like last year,
Yeah, last
2019-ish.
2019, eh?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you lose it a little bit, or what?
I'm just kind of like I've DJ'd and I'll DJ, but I just sometimes don't want to and rather not. I just like to be in the studio instead and just
Are you
being.
at that point where the performer's kind of gone and now you're more of the brain of the operation? Like, you want to create?
Yeah, I just want to kind of be in the lab and just cook and arrange and organize and just an engineer, set it all up.
did you ever
But-
rap? Did you ever rap?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit.
Watch
Yeah.
his videos.
Me and my homie, we used to do like recordings in my room with the turntables and
Oh, word.
record it into a CD recorder, which I still have.
Damn.
Yeah, and we did a tape. Yeah, me and my homie Marley. Yeah,
That's wicked.
So
and
you still write bars?
no, no, I haven't. No, but I actually went through my personal belongings and I found just like stacks of all the songs I've written from that 2000 plus era and on. So there's just like books just there stacked.
That's crazy.
But I got some stuff in the vault of me rapping. I even did a metal screamo song when I went to school one time.
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
"Fuck, shut the fuck up!" It's just like,
Wow.
yeah. But like we did the instrumental. They had the guys at the school had some instrumentals going, and I just yelled and
That's hilarious.
did
Damn.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those songs are not going to see the light of day.
No, there's some that might be out there from a tape
Right.
from back in the day, but
Some
yeah,
lost tape.
lost tape shit. Yeah,
Big Smoke.
but
Lost
yeah,
Tapes.
no. I'd rather just beats, listen to
What-
beats and production.
So what was your first attempt at making a beat?
pretty much in that same era because I
Pro
had like
Tools?
what I was doing was I was chopping instrumentals up, looping them as my own instrumentals, and then adding like drums.
Holy fuck, dude. That was
Kanye.
I would just add drums from this little just scratch. It was like this turntable from Yamaha, and it just had like beats and sound effects and stuff. So I just like add drum. You can like tempo it up, and I just add like extra drum. Percussion and like just drums over those instrumentals, and then just I would cut them, loop them, record,
That's love.
and just
That's crazy.
And
That process is love.
yeah, and I used to just like make my own little mixtapes on tape. Yeah.
Wow.
So and then I have a small tape collection, and it was in the old studio. I was trying to set it up and record on there, and we did a few times, but
Like
it's still a
actual
process.
literal beat tapes.
Yeah, just little cassette tapes, and yeah. So I still have those collection.
Do you miss those grinding days, the beginning grinding days?
Yeah.
You do?
I mean, yeah. It would have been nice to have like some of the tools back then as well,
yeah.
and really just like take off with like the crew, But yeah, it just
You seem like a journey guy to me. You know how like
Yeah.
there's some people who love the journey of what they're doing, and then there's some people who just want the instant prize and just like and don't care, and but you seem like you're like a journeyman.
yeah, man. I am, yeah, and sometimes the music just kind of comes and finds me, and it makes its way to me, So because like I've met the Outlaws before. I got them to sign stuff.
Outlaws.
I met them in Chilliwack. It was the smallest signing I've ever been to.
Hilarious.
And I met Noble and Edie Amin.
Shit.
They
Legends,
Chilliwack.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got their stuff. I got stuff signed.
Yeah.
I've bought Tupac's producer's only tape or only CD that he made. Yeah, it's super rare, but he made that album. So Picture Me Rolling, the beats on there, the original beat.
Damn.
So before he gave it to Pac, so like
Great
he made that
fucking
album. I bought it burned one time for like $70, and then I bought the album, just used for like $80. So just because that's Pac's like best producer that ever that did
yeah.
All Eyes on Me and Thug Life and a bunch of shit. Yeah, so just Journey, and even when I went to school, I got the Nothing But a G Thing stems because it just Yeah, so I have like the actual stems for that entire song.
Oh, crazy.
And like those the vocals and the lead, everything.
So you obviously, you rep the West Coast. You got a West Coast flavor, West Coast style.
Yeah.
Are you self-taught in all this?
Yeah, because back in the day we were just messing around, just messing around, and just like, and I would just always spend time just hooking my stuff up, and then that's what I did. I hooked up my studio, and there was like minimal YouTube at that time, and then later on I watched more YouTube to like hook up more analog stuff, but. Yeah, it was just, DJing and just kind of, record, boom, and that's it. Yeah, and but I got blessed to go to school too.
Nimbus?
No, Columbia Academy, which they were running for 30 years, but they closed down. Like
I went to Columbia as well.
Columbia Technical. Or
Columbia Academy. Yeah, it was just on Broadway. Yeah.
So you went for the audio stuff.
I remember the commercial.
Yes.
I went for the in front of the camera stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they I felt like they graduated and they like basically gave their equipment to Nimbus. Like I feel like there's a connection there, because like after they closed down, they just must have gave their equipment to another school or something.
Yeah, it
but
makes sense.
Yeah, so but that was a blessing, man. I was like waking up at 6 a.m. going to Mission,
Disciplined.
Mission to Abbey, Abbey to Mission, West Coast train to Waterfront, and then boom to Broadway to go to school. Just to so I learned Pro Tools from there. And that's when I've been with Pro Tools ever since. Yeah. I just used, that's it.
So you like the melodies and the beats?
Yeah, just beats, production, and I was just hooking my own stuff up, and but also learning more on videos. And
so are you still heavy with the samples, or would you say you play your own stuff out now?
I started playing bass now.
Ooh.
Which I played like the Guitar Hero real version of that on PS3. So it's like Guitar Hero, but you're using your real bass to play it. So I've been virtually reality playing that.
That's crazy. You could do that.
But I mean I always loved samples and doing that,
right?
Because that's what I grew up with. Cutting beats and chopping and sampling, adding. So I just started doing that.
Remember when they said that Puffy was a fucking he's sampling songs. Remember those days? Mm-hmm. And they're like, he's just fucking
people. Oh man, I could really dive into that when samples and stuff like that. Like yeah, because I got disrespected recently because of sampling and stuff.
Oh wow.
And just like I feel like if you don't have the connects to collab with a bunch of musicians that can play specific parts, you have to resort to samples that people do for you, that you buy from them to use it royalty free. Because I need that. I can't play strings. I can't play.
Well, that's music. That's how you create music.
I can't play every single instrument in there. I need those, or unless I link with someone who can, and there we go. We can make something, right? But it's just, they're making that for us, and it's just a black hole of sounds and samples that's just like endless. Haters. And the tools are like better now.
Haters, man.
Yeah, so it's like I always love sampling, and that's just like. But I've also done my original stuff with keys and bass and stuff like that. I've always done that, so I've done like a bit of like everything.
It seems
records.
Hard. Like, you're gonna get all your own sounds. Like, how
it's
fucking hard is that?
Yeah,
dude?
and
that would be time
and music. When you look at the greatest people and the greatest hits, they didn't just make that. I mean, there's a part of them that made it themselves, but they worked with like 4 other people in the studio to create everything. Because it's like that person might have a demo in their head and a drums sound, or like vocals or something and melody, and then boom, it's just created with other people.
I think the reason Puff got so much hate is because it not
taking hits from the 80s.
Because it's like the whole song.
Yeah.
Like he checked the whole song.
Like the Chronic, though. Yes. A lot of the Chronic was sampled, but
people don't know.
No, and a lot of those records were like,
replayed.
And
the thing is, I wouldn't even know, but I have an obsession with old movies and all those blaxploitation movies from the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Dre got so many of his samples from those old school movies.
Yeah.
So 100. When you watch the movie, like, oh shit, that's the original? What the fuck?
But it's just the love of the flip, though, and getting the people to recreate those bass lines and replay some stuff. That's golden, you know.
It's wild.
But yeah.
Well, because I think like my movie opinion is different than my music opinion. I think music has to be remixed and it has to be sampled.
Yeah.
It has to be, dude.
It's
right.
It's like Michael Jackson's Moonwalk. That was something he saw from an old video of some guy just doing it, and he took that and used it as a signature, you know, because he sampled dancing, and you know, but he was always in the studio from a young
Since
kid.
then, it's been done millions of times, right? Now
Yeah.
it's a part of the popular culture.
Yeah,
So are you like a daily beat maker? Is this the process for you now?
yeah, daily, yeah. I mean, I got some songs to mix too as well, and
Right.
some projects, but yeah,
Do you sell them as like a
like
have that kind of business or?
just selling beats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, but not as like frequent as it should be. But yeah, because I'm just like cooking a lot of stuff, and then just kind of, you know, I'm always about being patient and when timing is right, and just kind of, you know, going. But
Yeah.
I still have projects that can keep me going still, like
that's
dip
good.
into something, right? And yeah.
Yeah, I've fucks with your sound heavy, man. I think you're one of the few producers in the Lower Mainland that musically, not just like a dope beat, but musically, I feel like you understand music a little bit different than a lot of other
Oh, that's
producers.
wow. That's a
Yeah.
great compliment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Well, I mean, dude, one of my favorite beats that I have is you've heard Brown Love.
Yeah.
That's his beat.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite beats I've ever fucked with.
Yeah.
Worked on.
Nice.
So I know like, there's certain producers that give you different sounds, different vibes. I fuck with a lot of them.
Yeah, there's so many good, talented people out there.
Yeah, but I
lots
mean,
of
as far as people
new
that are
young
actually
guns.
would want to get on an album, you're one of those guys. Starcore is dope.
Yeah.
Religion, who really not many people know about, but is dope.
Yeah.
DJ 151, who I fuck with a lot.
Yeah.
But musically, what you do is a little bit different.
Yeah, you know, it's just like studying and just kind of the sounds and man, like
Is Dre the prototype?
yeah,
Like the influence, you mean?
Yeah.
yes, death row sound in general, because that's like really what I just fell in love with and was like, man, I gotta make this stuff in like this. 'Cause it's just
That's
too
where it's
good.
at.
Quick's music.
All DJ Quick.
Yeah,
It was all
he
DJ Quick? Wow.
yeah
He's fucking maniac.
he sampled a classic record. And
he's a great
and he put like Tupac on it. It's called Late Night. Oh man, it's just
Late
like
Night, yes.
Tupac's first verse. His tone on that beat is phenomenal. I was just like, holy shit! Like this is
That's a great
that's a gem that's like not too many people know about, and you can't really
Yes,
find it on streaming, like on YouTube though. Yeah, but not streaming.
But you
Like
got to know, right? Like Quick is one of those dudes, man. He's super underappreciated, super underrated.
yeah,
Produced his own shit. He would even do his own cuts on his songs,
samples
man.
are crazy. Like you listen to his beats,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
holy fuck, you hear lots of little things in it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I think Quick and Kanye are similar that way. Like Kanye is pretty much all in house, right? Makes all his own beats. For the most part, does all his own raps. But DJ Quick is fucking because Kanye got some ghostwriters, right? Right?
yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Who
he's
doesn't?
dope.
Yeah.
He's dope. Don't get me wrong.
Producing. Yeah,
Who
it's just
doesn't?
like
You don't have time to write all this music.
no, it's just
It's hard,
you need
man.
you need the team and the extra help. You know, it's just like those records.
Drake doesn't have time to.
Oh
write a
no,
song.
no. Drake's got a machine. Drake is not sitting with a pen and a pad
Imagine
in the
being one of
studio.
Drake's
Machine,
writers. Quick, we need to write a song.
Yeah, I know.
right? For Drake.
A team shows up like the Power Rangers,
Wow.
and they all assemble stations. And I'm sure Drake puts pen to pad. You cannot
yeah.
get to where he's gotten to without doing some of your own writing. Obviously, he
Yeah,
writes.
yeah.
Beginning.
But
Yeah.
now where he's at,
There's a lot of people involved.
Dude.
yeah.
He has no time.
the moving parts are flawless.
Just to get from
Yeah.
his bathroom to the garage in his house is, a quarter of his day.
dude, the kid from Degrassi's doing things.
Yeah,
It's
big
amazing.
mansion.
I mean, I'm honestly, I don't listen to his music. I hate saying it. I don't listen to his music. 'cause
No.
It's just too easy for these stars to become billionaires now, eh? Like,
Yeah.
it's really easy for them now.
Show me the way, please.
Well, you gotta
Fuck.
Sell, you gotta sell it. You gotta sell out, buddy.
No, you
It's
don't.
not even a sellout. It's not. That's the wrong word. You have to accept the apple.
What?
You have to accept the apple, buddy. It's all about that. You don't get anything for free ever.
You know what? You know what's ideal? What Killer Mike has. You know Killer Mike?
Yes.
The system of success he carved out for himself is beautiful. Makes music whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
invested in a whole bunch of real estate.
That's a good one.
Says whatever the fuck he wants to.
That's great.
He had the show on Netflix. I don't know if you guys saw the show on Netflix where he fucking just went to black-owned businesses only to see if he could actually survive off of just purchasing from black-owned businesses.
I saw that.
It's really good.
Yeah,
It's really good. And he started like Crip Cola and stuff with the Bloods and Crips. See, and the thing is, like, he works on his own schedule. That's ideal. He didn't take the apple. He's got a lot of dough.
But what I mean by taking the apple is Drake doesn't write his own music and he raps it. That's fucking accepting the fact that you're not a rapper. You're a performer.
Entertainer, yeah.
And entertainer, you're going to make, $100 million a year.
Yeah.
You're not a rapper. Don't call yourself a rapper. All right?
A lot of cake.
You're not a fucking rapper, right? Like, 'cause you can't really consider him a rapper. To me, a rapper is someone that sits and grinds and pen and pad and fucking spits that shit.
Yeah.
Right? To me, growing up, Eminem,
yeah.
example of a rapper.
Lots of notepads and everywhere, right?
Just hit the way he fucking conducted his life to get to where he was. Man. You know what I mean? Sure, millions of other rappers have done, I guess hundreds of other rappers have done that, right?
Yeah.
But his story kind of like really put rap in a good place, right? Because it showed the grind that it wasn't just black and white; it was white.
Well, hip hop never had white trash.
Never had white trash. It was just a good
We didn't.
story. It was a good story.
We didn't. Vanilla Ice was fly, I guess.
Beastie Boys?
Beastie Boys weren't really white trash. They were kind of like, they were B-boys.
Yes, graffiti. Yeah, breakers.
Yeah, they did some skateboarding, which is a little weird.
Skateboarding, yeah.
A little bit of punk stuff. But, white trash
Yeah.
didn't really show up till Slim Shady came in the door.
Slim Shady, yeah.
Bubba Sparks was a little white trash, right? But he was more country than white trash.
Limp Bizkit was a little bit there.
Yeah, but M's
That came after
M's
M.
talking about fucking like, killing his mom and like killing
he
his
was
baby
lyricist,
mom and like.
assassin.
Yeah, just
Assassin.
that's just.
Do you listen to Drake?
There's a few cuts. There's some cuts that are like
That
that's
make their way
that's
through.
good. Yeah, beats
I
too,
agree.
right? And his producer is
Tight.
great.
Tight.
40, right?
Yeah.
he's great. Like the sound they do is good. So I respect Drake, and he does have some cuts.
Are you Eminem fan?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, man.
Shady is a fucking monster.
Infinite was a great song. His like early.
Oh, you're going
Infinite.
way back.
Yeah, that was I listened
This
to
is
that before.
pre Dr. Dre, Eminem. I think Eminem is I don't want to say underrated because people put him in the top as one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But the fucking shit he does with words
Yeah.
is magnificent.
Yeah. Especially his like early freestyles with Proof too, and like, oh man, there's some good stuff, and the tone and the flow is really good. Yeah.
Even his newest, Music to Be Murdered By, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't make music for radio stations. He doesn't give a fuck. No. He wants to be the greatest rap technician to ever exist. I think he's kind of on his way, man.
I thought Kamikaze was a great album. I really do. I can listen to it from top to bottom, and it's really dope to me, beat wise and just lyrics.
Yeah,
it's a solid album. And he sampled the Beastie Boys cover,
which is
right?
dope.
So that's great.
That was really good.
I think people are hating just to hate, which is always gonna happen.
They're like, I need old stuff.
But you cannot listen to this guy and listen to his wordplay and think that, man, that's some fucking work.
Yeah,
dude. You listen to what he did on Godzilla, that last part where he just
Godzilla. Oh, like
with what's that dude's name that passed away that did the hook?
Oh, like for the soundtrack?
No.
Oh no,
off of Music to Be Murdered By.
Okay, I haven't fully listened to that, but
God, he sets another Guinness Book of World Record. In that song.
Really,
So here's the thing, Kay. I love double time flows. Double time flows to me are some of the dopest shit you could do on rap. But there's double time where you actually say shit. And there's double time where you just do the humming, like Busta Rhymes is dope. Everyone knows Busta Rhymes is a lyrical monster.
Yeah.
But he gets away with a lot of the not really saying anything in his double time.
Yeah.
If you really listen to his double time,
he's
not really saying anything in his double time.
No.
He's just using appropriate size syllables to fit, and it sounds dope because he can do it really fast.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he's not a dope MC. Busta Rhymes is one of the greatest. But what M does, he takes multi-syllable words, large multi-syllable words, makes them into the double time. So you really have to fucking listen to catch what the fuck he's saying. You're not just gonna hear nonsense.
No, you might have to rewind too a little bit. I had to do that. Yeah,
and there's some I mean, he says a lot of fucked up shit. He's always said a lot of fucked up shit. But now with the super speed, because the super speed Eminem is new, right? Yeah. My name is Eminem wasn't doing double time flows.
No.
You got a piece of it and forget about Dre. I think that's kind of like his first touch in the double time flows. Yeah. But then after that, he just became a fucking monster. It's like just faster and faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
He's angry.
I think he might be the fastest.
He's pretty fucking good, man.
Him, Tech 9.
I would say
Twista.
Nostradamus. Okay, so I would say Nostradamus.
Yeah.
I would say Martin Luther King. I would probably put Malcolm X in that. I would say Tupac Shakur. I would say William Shakespeare. And I would say Eminem are in a special group of literary icons.
Yeah.
Of people who have written shit that will last forever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting collection of names.
Well, I put them in there. I put Tupac in there too because Tupac, his fucking lyrics just, they stay with you for your life, dude.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
It's years since we heard it for the first time.
Yep.
And maybe we heard it somewhere throughout our week, whatever, but you don't have to listen. It just stays with you forever. It almost makes you cry.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you listen to Pac because of what could have happened and what could have been, right?
Yeah.
Dude, my mom's never done any drugs in her entire life. Ever. Even come close to drugs.
Yeah.
But when Pac said, even as a crack fiend, mama, I sang that shit like it was my mom.
Yeah.
I felt that fucking shit. I never had that fucking life. But Pac made you feel like everything that was going on in his life was happening in your life.
Yeah.
Like he would always shout out Sibo, ballhead nut. I felt like Sibo was my friend.
Yeah.
Because he made you feel like you were like a part of his world,
Those
right?
guys are above rap.
There's,
They're above rap, you know what I mean? Like what they say it's not rap. Right?
Dude, on that song with Tupac and the Outlaws, Letter to the President. Oh, dude. Oof. His second verse though, man, because they put this ghostly, haunting sweep effect that just sweeps right before his vocals come, and it's just like, holy fuck. No, that's one of my favorite songs ever. Yeah, because that second verse, he's really speaking to the president, and he's just like, yo, his tone though, he's got this tone, man, and it's just
from another
planet. And you know what's trip, man? The producer that did that beat, like, I talked to him a few times, like, because I did like, QD3, that's Quincy Jones' son, and like he added me on Instagram. But and I used to always talk about his Fresh Prince beats, beats that he did for Fresh Prince. But he produced "To Live and Die in L.A." and he produced "Letter to the President." Wow. But they remixed it. They didn't remix it. They just like tweaked it and mastered it out real nice. But holy shit, man! Yeah.
What's your favorite Pac album?
It would be After Death. It's definitely Tupac and Outlaws. But and then you know, the early ones would be All Eyes on Me, but like, man, they're all good though. You know, they're. To
me, Me Against the World is his greatest work. I think the only reason I say it is because All Eyes on Me, Pac got real mad. Yeah, and a lot of anger in a lot of his music. Yeah, and I don't mind it. He was fucking amazing when he was doing that.
Yeah, Me Against the World had that soul, different touch,
uplifting,
right? Like, uplifting,
you know, keep your head up, songs like that were like, obviously he was emotional and still powerful and strong, but there was a lot of sentiment in all the music. And I think that's what he would have been as an artist if he never encountered Death Row.
It changed up.
I heard No Limit was trying to sign him to at the time, but Master P couldn't get to him quick enough. Should got there
first. Death Row was
first.
the right place for him at the time.
You think so?
Of the surrounding cast.
Yes, because of the music.
And the surrounding cast.
The surrounding
lifted him up.
Yeah.
Snoop and fucking Dre. There was big names.
There was beautiful collaboration going on. And it just like, it was meant to be. That's, you know. Because sometimes I think this, what if Tupac actually got shot and killed in that first shooting?
Quad Studios.
Yeah, what if that then there would have been that Me Against the World would have just stopped, and that would have been anything before that in that time era that would have came out. Like, you know,
he would
but
have ended up like Shine.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know,
in a way.
Yeah, it's fuck.
But then you know, it's just, you know, it's God's plan. You know, it just everything worked out. Boom, sign a death row move, and then smash on everybody. You know,
he said that word. He said God's plan.
Yeah. Just
There's a God. We all have a God.
See, and the thing with Pac, like people always say, you know, this generation always said, "Oh, I wasn't the greatest rapper, wasn't the most lyrical." Here's the thing that Pac could do, that every rapper should learn how to do, and it's ride the beat.
Yeah.
Because the way Pac could ride a beat, the cadences he would use to ride beats, nobody does.
No.
Nobody does. Like
Styles have changed now. Right?
Well, I mean, for sure, styles have changed, but people don't flip cadences and be able to. Like, I think Jay-Z's obviously the king of flow. I don't think anyone fucks with Jay-Z when it comes to the variety of flows. Jay-Z's got a different flow for every beat, for every verse, and even within the verses, flip cadences, right? But what Pac did is he would ride the beat with one flow from beginning all the way to the hook. That's not easy to do, man.
Yeah.
That's a really unique skill, because the whole time he's got you like this. You're moving to the words. Even if you turn the beat off, because he stays on rhythm so hard.
He invented that, dude.
That's his thing. That's his package.
You know, like,
I think Rakim was kind of like the groundbreaker for that kind of cadence creation.
Yeah,
because to me, you turn those beats off, your head's still moving. You just hear his rhymes, and they're so in the pocket.
Yeah.
And that's that skill I want to see, because like you brought up Nipsey earlier, right? Nipsey's dope.
Yeah.
What Nipsey did culturally and socially is unmatched, untouched. It's a fucking. He would have gone down in the same vein of Pac.
Yeah, he would have been progressing really nice. Like, in like major way. Yeah.
But to me, honestly, his music never really moved me.
No.
Because his cadence to me
is
a little offbeat.
Yes.
He's always a little behind the beat. Obviously, that's the style.
Yeah.
But he's always like a little tiny bit off the beat.
And different tone.
And it's not always pleasing to the ear. Right? Like, I think.
Yeah.
I was just holding it. It's one of those things, like, I think what hip hop does really uniquely is the MCs, when you're dope, are almost a part of the percussion. Because they fit the space so perfectly that they become part of the percussion, where obviously you hear what they're saying, but they're so in sync. Like, there's not a lot of other music genres that fit like that, right? Like, if you hear a Taylor Swift song, you can fucking hear her annoying ass voice all over the place.
Yeah.
All over the song.
80s glam rock was like that, kind of.
Yeah.
Had similarities. Remember 80s glam rock? You're kind of young. You're born in 85.
But yeah, like.
But the artist was the vocal. Like, was an instrument.
Yes. Yes. Right. Really just abrupt or, in there.
Yeah. Just like.
Yeah.
Loud and abrasive.
Like, wow, heavy metal and shit, the long hairs.
Never got into that shit. No. Do you fuck with any other music genres outside of hip hop?
Not listen. I actually just been listening. I watched James Bond classic there, and it made me want to just go back and just listen to some of the tracks on there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so. There's this wicked disco song when he's like skiing. Holy fuck. It's just a cool song, man. It's great. And then there's one that's like, they're kind of just up and going in a tower, and it's like, they got this kind of percussive, like suspense, mystery music, like just like they're just sneaking around, following each other. And so I was just bumping that. I actually got the Roger Rabbit soundtrack just recently.
Oh shit.
So I have to listen to some classic stuff. Even a couple joints from Ninja Turtles, the first movie.
Right. Yeah. Very hip hop.
The music in the movies is a huge thing, because it just gives you that emotion and feel.
Right.
And it's just like, like instrumental or just a track. Like, it's just like,
crazy.
Yeah.
So you creep the beats in the movie. So
and then I got to listen to those on YouTube, and and they're just like composed by some guy,
some random 10-year-old.
Making some nice change.
Yeah. So,
because
that's
because Dre did the fucking whole Training Day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he scored Training Day, and I know RZA's done a couple scores for entire movies.
Yeah.
It's dope, man, when you see hip hop producers get to do movie scores.
Yeah, and just like, and then also just it opens you up in other, other music you want to get into through the movies, right?
But hip hop is your main one.
Yeah, but like just listening to instrumentals on movies and just like listening to like, oh man, that's mint, like just the score itself, right?
Yeah.
So I dive into that just to listen to, or just random music that you don't even know of in movies and check the credits.
That's love for the
and it's easier to do it online now, and
so fucking easy
especially going to websites like Who Sampled Who. You could just find every track that's sampled in every record in history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
That's crazy.
So that's just like, whoa.
do you have any randoms in your playlist that people would be like, what? You listen to that?
Hold on for one more day.
No, just like mostly just just maybe some other those type of musics, from the soundtracks, right? Instrumentals and
wow. So you're pretty close. I thought I was closed off musically.
Any like shameful one-hit wonders on your phone?
No. I mean,
like the Humpty Dance or anything?
Actually, you know what though? It's just like actually that's the CD collection of just like other stuff that I used to bump. Yeah. So, but like I don't have those on streaming because I'm still just like searching for tracks on iTunes. I'm still crate digging digitally.
I know, right?
I've been crate digging digitally and physically forever. Right.
There's some dope music out there if you're looking.
Yeah. So I always exactly. I gotta find and search and and by watching movies.
I think hip hop's in a good place. I think there's a lot of dope artists.
Yes,
a lot of people to the show as well. They're musicians. And, it feels like everyone's really down to earth and really normal.
Yeah.
And, people get the wrong perception of Vancouver rappers.
For sure.
They really do.
Well, okay. They do and they don't, because the idea of Vancouver rappers that you have exists in abundance, but the people I fuck with aren't like that.
Okay.
The people I fuck with are the people that you're gonna see like, oh yeah,
Seems
this guy's
good.
cool.
I'm
This
like,
guy's cool.
everyone's normal.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's talented.
But they're out there.
Okay.
They're out there.
Okay. Just checking.
So we like to do a top 3 with everybody that comes through here.
Yeah.
And we like to ask you whatever, just random top 3 things that we like to throw at people. So I'm gonna give you a musical one, and people have a hard time answering this question. You have the option to take 3 artists' catalog with you into the afterlife. You get their whole catalog. Only 3 artists, and you can't fuck with any other music in the afterlife for whatever the infinity term is. Who are you taking?
Tupac.
Good choice.
Can I say just the whole death row sound? No.
Nope. Got to be an artist.
It'd be Kendrick.
Ooh.
And then that third one.
It's tough.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
There's so many people, but I know what you're gonna say. I'm gonna send to you.
Oh man.
I know what Mike is doing right now.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, good night.
That's
Yeah.
big. That's a big
Good
one.
night.
That's a big one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Fucking, of course, people take Michael fucking Jackson.
It's too much music.
It's too influential on your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your life wouldn't be what it is if you didn't have Michael Jackson in your life.
Yes.
Like
That's
straight
crazy.
the fuck up.
That's
It's
crazy.
really weird how that is, because we're all influenced and touched somehow
Yeah.
by Michael.
Stop it.
Well, we are, right?
Yeah.
It's so crazy how that is.
He's been proven not guilty. Okay.
No, I know.
Multiple times.
And the guy's dead, and it doesn't matter anymore, because now you can just enjoy the music. And I had the Billie Jean fucking poster on my wall. I got it for my birthday. It was 10 or something.
Yeah, no. He said that thing on live TV though.
What?
Right?
He just grew up with like
Yes.
not
Very sheltered and
very sheltered, not having the childhood,
fucked up
the
childhood.
life in the studio too much as an entertainer.
Not going to school.
No,
shit.
Dude, from the age of 6.
That causes
Yeah.
issues sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like he's just, oh man. Actually,
It was
yeah.
tragic case of trauma.
Yeah. Actually, I did go back and listen to the last album that was released. Escape.
Is that the one?
It's got,
I don't think I've even.
Is this the
It's-
one with Heaven Can Wait? And oh no, that's Invincible.
there's the first half remixes, all produced by Timbaland, and then it goes the second
right.
half, all
I've heard some of
originals,
those.
and it's just a beautiful mix, and they
I
just
remember this.
kick ass.
I had some of those tracks.
Oh.
Yo, his voice, man.
Mm-hmm.
His voice is fucking
I
crazy.
wondered about those tracks. I wonder where they were from. They were from that album.
It- Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking weird rumors about him. I heard he's had his genitalia removed by his father, so he could permanently hit high notes.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's some fucked up rumors about
I
MJO.
don't know about that. I think that would have been exposed in the strip
One of
search.
right.
Remember when he went to prison?
right. And they had to,
Those
strip
guys
search
would
him.
have spilled the beans,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So it's crazy. Okay, here's mine. I'm not gonna get 3 out of you. I'm just gonna get 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Changing up the rules
Mhm.
a little bit. I want you to tell me your favorite conspiracy that you got that's out there. Like your favorite one. It's the one that's
Like all time, just any
like,
year.
dude, like anything even going on now or something that is like, look, we need to fucking really think about this or pay attention to this.
So craziest conspiracy.
Yeah, that you believe. That you're like, you know,
Mike loves conspiracy theories.
yeah, I think it's
I believe in, the so-called just aliens and UFO. Just government and just doing a bunch of crazy stuff and yeah, it's just boom and
government doesn't
everything.
listen to us. They don't listen.
Why do we keep getting videos of UFOs? Why is it happening so much now? And why is the Navy and the military the ones that are exposing these videos over and over again now?
Yeah.
Dude, just recently there was one that went into the ocean.
Yeah.
Like actually went into the ocean, and then they went to look for it afterwards, and there's nothing in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Mosquitoes. Yeah, like what the fuck? It's like nonstop now.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because China's taken over, and China's going to expose the alien connection.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't give a fuck. They're like, we're China. We don't give a fuck. America cares. China doesn't. When we take over, we expose everything.
New quarantine.
Right?
The
Yeah,
alien
dude.
virus. The alien
And that's why
virus.
the America's like, we need to start leaking this shit because China's going to get the jump on the alien exposure on us. And we need to fucking start ho-humming and bring Obama on TV and admit, there's not aliens. Like, this is like, what? You're right. This is all just part of the desensitization.
So do you think they're here?
Are they here?
No. I mean,
What? You
Interesting.
don't think they're here, but you
Interesting.
believe that they exist.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I
like it.
I think it's just government tampering. I mean,
Oh.
Like fucking with us?
yeah, because we've gotten so far to invent so many things and be futuristic. So, whatever's moving around in the sky, like I'm seeing stars move, and the other night, and a light star that looked like 2 light bulbs, and then it just disappeared, and it was up. It was in the evening early.
So you had some encounters.
Yeah, just seeing stuff because I look at the
Shit.
stars a lot.
Yeah.
And then now with the telescope, I'm like zooming in to the moon
Okay.
and looking at the moon.
It's a little fucked up. Have you had any encounters?
Pardon me?
Have you had any extraterrestrial encounters?
Nope, nothing ever. Right? Yeah, I've never fucking woke up with a sore ass or anything ever in my life.
Bowel removals.
The real reason that they're leaking all this shit is because there's something that's happening around the world that because of COVID, it's kind of accentuated the process. But that's been happening is less people are going to church. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Did
God's
you grow up and go to
disappearing.
church when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, we all did. We all at one point went to our church, whatever it was, right?
Mosque.
I went to church too.
Yeah.
Mosque, right? And, that was just part of it. But now, kids don't have to do it.
Fuck
They don't
no.
want to. They don't do it, and they're like, "Fuck that! I don't believe." And gone. Like kids have this opinion, but when we were younger, and maybe when you were younger, there was no
You
opinion.
didn't have a choice.
Didn't have a choice.
Get your ass up and go.
Yeah.
Everybody believed.
So you think this is the new religion?
No, well, what's happening is the Catholic Church is losing its power.
Oh, for sure.
There's not going to be
Dying.
more popes. Yeah, there's not going to be more popes. Dude.
Thankfully.
Priests are getting fucking nabbed left and right and getting charged as sexual offenders. So they're obviously going to cripple the fucking Catholic Church.
Yeah.
And to be fair with all the other religions, they all have their problems.
Hell yeah.
And they all have their issues that people are sometimes going, what the fuck are we doing this for? Right? Everyone.
Yeah.
So, you know what, world? Reset. If we're going to get rid of religion, then something greater than religion has to exist.
You think we're that lame?
Yes. We're marketing. Every day is marketing to us. We get marketed to probably 90% of our day.
Makes us seem so useless.
You're marketing to me right now, him sitting there with his gear.
Well, it just makes
marketing.
It just makes us seem so useless. Are we really that fucking useless?
Yeah, but that's what they've learned controls us. They've learned that through TV. That TV controls us, and the make-believe controls us.
Pathetic.
So we're going to make aliens
Pathetic
exist, and
humans.
aliens are going to come and tell us there's no fucking God. No, now tell me this, and this is doesn't. I don't need to make a big religion, but you, sir, who believe that your spirit goes somewhere, just something happens. You get a fucking choice, whatever. Right?
Yeah. No, I've also had a lot of ghost encounters.
Ghost encounters.
Yes.
Shit.
Like
Yes.
I'm talking
So that's
shit.
tangible evidence, dude.
like
that
a bunch
spirits
of
exist.
times. Yeah.
So I too have had ghosts. So I believe too that there's something spiritually that fucking happens.
Okay.
Right? But now that you've had ghost experiences, and now that you see UFOs in the
Right.
sky, right? What do you believe more? Do you believe more in aliens, or do you believe more in ghosts?
Ghosts.
Oh, you believe more in ghosts.
But yeah, I mean, I believe
It's
it's
the
just
same.
it's just I believe it's just all connected, and it's just just a
It's all the paranormal.
energy ball, and light and everything. Yeah.
Culturally, we've been taught that.
I love Egypt. Fuck.
Yeah.
I really
It's
do.
a phenomenal-
I want. I still have to go there one of
Yeah,
these
it'd
days.
be amazing.
I gotta go.
Go, man, before it dies.
Well,
Yeah.
Culturally, we were taught that ghosts don't want to encounter humans. We encounter them by accident. And I mean,
Yeah.
science says
They
that.
attach to us or something?
No, but they we live in this world. They live in this world as well. And when we encounter them, it's by accident. It's not by choice. But it's so fucked up to say that could be an actual thing. Like ghosts could be an actual thing because we sit here and can only see such a limited spectrum of all light. Science says that there's so many different waves of light that we can't experience. We can't see UV. We can't see Wi-Fi. We can't see any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So to deny that, ghosts might be out there is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I think ghosts are out.
We're pretty limited in our intake.
I've encountered ghosts, right? And aliens, I see that there's more evidence of aliens than there is of God.
For sure.
Right now, there's
Sure.
video evidence
Dude,
of aliens.
People don't
Yeah.
like this.
There's no video evidence yet of Jesus. Not yet.
Yeah, but you know what people will say? God's everywhere.
He's got,
God's
he's
everywhere.
unphotographable.
He's there when a baby is born.
Right.
He's there when you die. God's everywhere.
Aliens are going to change the game, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to bring you sample beats from a galactic. They'll be like, oh, you're still in the rap era. Here's
they're,
your next level.
Nah, man. If there's aliens, they're bumping
We
early
choose
Kanye.
you smoke.
Yeah, I mean, but like it's all the science behind creation. What about human hybrids? What about
Yes.
what about
Dude,
40,
would you go
50,000 years ago? Huh?
Would you go hybrid?
Hybrid.
If they said, we want to make you fucking hybrid alien, you're going to live another 50 years.
Yeah.
But you're going to be
Hey.
fucking...
A robot.
Well, no, you won't be. You'll be alien human hybrid.
Yeah, okay.
DNA and blood, I guess. Yeah.
Right?
You
We
think
already know.
Yeah.
We've been doing this. They've been doing it for a million years. So we're like, don't worry. We're
We've done this
putting
before.
You through, yeah.
You guys were monkeys before, bro.
What
You'll
do
be
you think?
fine.
You went from monkeys to human? No, motherfucker. No,
You-
no.
you-
You got the injection.
Yeah. I always connect that movie Prometheus with like just science and human creation because
Right.
you have to really look at that. You have to look at the creator and the architect of everything.
So did you get into this? You get into this?
But that's when it goes up to space, and that's like, yeah, something is out there, man.
I believe that more.
Would you say, Doc?
Did you get into the Zachariah Sitchin 10th Planet Anunnaki stuff?
I enjoy it because it just shows you early human being creation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
So
that's science.
Now that we've said it, I have to know what is your scariest ghost encounter?
I've been to Machu Picchu too.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
And that's like
That's insane, man.
That's pretty cool.
yeah. Took the train
Shit.
Wow, what
That's
a great trip.
That's a bucket list.
because
for
I'm
sure.
a chunky guy. I got sick as fuck down there. Oh man.
You drank the water?
No, just bubble gut.
Oh right.
But the train ride and oh man,
too much.
different food too.
Yeah.
You know, but
yeah.
It's the
yeah,
worst
it
part
was
about
crazy.
Latin America.
What's your scariest ghost encounter?
I guess it'd be just from the start. My mom used to go and smoke at the cemetery, and then
Like smoke. Weed?
just smoke weed, yeah. And then I used to go there with her. She used to like bring me and stuff. And then from that, when she started doing that, that's when I had nightmares and ghostly hauntings in my nightmares as a young kid. When my mom stopped going there, everything just stopped because it was horrible.
Yeah.
Wow, weird.
Yeah, it was just like ghost nightmares, and that's just my mom going to the cemetery.
Right.
And but my mom's just like, yeah, my mom's trip. So it's like,
Well, I mean, they say kids are more susceptible to that kind of stuff. The energies are more open, right?
And it's just
Less jaded.
yeah, and then yeah,
Well, it's interesting because we were driving past the Abbey and King Ed. There's a haunted house on the corner of Abbey and King Ed in Vancouver. I don't know if you know this area or know this house, but the story that I've heard is that the previous owner of the house passed away in the house.
yeah,
It was sold by her kids to some businessman who tore the old house down, built a big ass one on top of it. Corner lot, Abbey and King Ed, okay, like right past Queen Elizabeth Park. Big, beautiful house. And the story it goes, the first night he moved in, he was trying to walk up the stairs and something was pushing him out of the house. Eventually they get all the furniture in, and they had a grand piano that was put on the top floor. It took like 8 people to carry up. And the rumor is that he went to sleep, woke up the next day, grand piano's on the foyer, like near the door. Yeah, so he was being evicted. So the story kind of went on like this for a few years. The house value kept dropping. No one bought it. I know they had like monks go through it and try to cleanse it and stuff. And me and my older brother and my cousin we used to fucking try to go to haunted places and get footage and stuff. So we hopped the fence of that house back in the day, or trying to record the windows and shit. And one time we saw monks walking through, we bolted. But the house has been haunted now essentially for like 20 plus years and still not sold, right?
no,
Now when you go to the area, the entire area is condos. The whole fucking neighborhood. All those big, beautiful houses that used to be multi-million dollars, all sold.
Gone.
Up one way, up Canby, down King Ed, entire L shape, all sold.
It's reality.
yeah.
Except for the corner lot.
It's still there.
Still there.
Whoa.
So you drive there
Yeah.
tomorrow, whenever you go past the area, drive past there. And it's a fucking sore thumb because the whole place is condos.
Yeah.
And right on the corner, there's
But
just
it's all
this
haunted,
massive.
though.
No one's buying it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that the idea of a house being haunted is enough to scare away billions of dollars?
It's weird how it's got that reputation.
And no one wants to touch it.
No.
I bet you if you said, yeah, I'll buy it, they would just salivate over you.
Yeah.
I wonder what the cost is now for it. It's interesting.
See, one time with the ex-girlfriend, she was staying at this place, and I got this strange like feeling and vibe, man, in the area down in the basement there we were staying. And
Was it her parents?
she was staying. Well, she was staying with a roommate, and it was her grandma's house.
Oh shit.
So it's like, I don't know, man. There was like this hallway that went to the room, and it was just pitch black. And then there was like the closet with the furnace in there. And every time I walked across into my ex-girl's room, funny vibes,
Oh,
strange
no.
feelings, man. In that area, it's like, I don't know. And then sometime it was around 2-3 a.m. That's like ghost hour.
Yeah.
Boom!
Haunting
Something just opened the cabinet in the bathroom and knocked the shit down. And we're just like in there. We're just like, oh, we'll stay here for a little bit. But yeah,
Just lock the door.
it was just I got vibes, man.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
And you're not religious, so you can't even pray.
yeah.
Pray. What do you pray to?
But like you can't. It's just like spirits passing through, saying hi, right? It's just I'm here. So see you later.
That's how you feel. You
Yeah.
didn't feel like a sinister vibe or malicious.
No,
vibe?
I did get a weird vibe though from the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that
the,
shit.
The dark room in the hallway, and just
I'm
kind
cool
of.
with them.
I haven't seen anything, physically seen anything.
No.
but I felt some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But you've seen shit.
Yeah, I lived through it, and I'm here. My girl, who I've been with for 30 years.
Wild stuff.
We lived through it, man. Fucking
Wild
lived
stuff.
through it, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking craziest shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it's real. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's energy, just energy, right? Like I don't know if it's just what ghosts are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's something that does exist that is paranormal.
Yeah.
If you do want details of that, listen to the Halloween episode that we had last year.
And it could even be something like a other dimensional world that is like, oh my god, what do you want to do tonight? Oh, I'm thinking about gonna go watch Mike on a Friday night alone in his room. I think he's gonna go watch an action movie and watch porn and eat some popcorn. Okay, let's go watch him. And they fucking tune in, and those are the spirits. They're like, oh, we're here. Oh, this
weird.
is so fucking cool. Right? But it's
So
normal.
weird.
And they have their conversation and their life. Oh, I heard what Sally said the other day. I know, it's just so crazy.
While they're watching you.
While they're like, okay, he's about to jerk off. Here,
So
let's just watch.
strange.
I swear to God, that could be it.
Like we're
Right?
just one
It's
giant reality show.
We're just fucking a bunch of like creatures that are made out of biological material.
Yeah.
And that we have created a human. And these humans, when you put them in certain circumstances, they act and fucking talk differently.
Physical Sims. I don't like that shit.
In the spirit world, is just the other dimension. There's like some wall here. It's like some pliable kind of dimensional wall that's here. We
Fabric.
can't feel it.
Some fabric.
But they're there. They're all watching us.
But yeah, actually, at my old dad's place in Lethbridge, my dog seen it.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is coming from an antique spot that he's been there for years, so he has so much shit from the past that's there. His brother that passed away, his mom,
shit.
everything is just collectibles and antiques. And
a lot of energy with
smoking
that,
in the
sure.
garage. Something went, and then my dog, hair sticking up, barking in the corner there, like, and seeing something. And my dad and I were just, yeah,
dogs got that.
I was
they
just
got
like,
that
so
sense.
that, bunch of little episodes, man, and and then I seen a shadow person one time.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's
myself in the house, same time.
Dude, those are
But
people.
that's because
They
I
will watch out.
had something though. I had a work belt that this person used to have
Oh,
and gave
fuck.
me. So I think he was just
Weird.
like, yeah,
Following the belt.
yeah. And the thing that scared the shit out of me was the fan knocking down.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sleeping I'm just laying in my bed. Light is on. Nobody in the house. I close my eyes. I see the shadow, and the thing that scared me was the sound of the fan falling. It was perfectly in a platform, and I didn't knock it down with my legs.
those are the klutzy
He
voyeurs.
he knocked it down. The sound shook me up, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
You watch horror movies?
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch them like crazy, but like I do like
You like them.
like
What's your
Hostel, Saw,
Oh, okay. Oh, you like the
real
gory shit.
realistic ones, yeah. Just other classics too.
So not the supernatural shit. You like the gory blood and guts.
No. Conjuring.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And the one in Haunted in Connecticut.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Conjuring
That's a
1
good
and
one.
2. There's 3 coming out.
What do you think of the
Those are
silent one?
great.
Yeah, Conjuring's dope.
Yeah.
What do you think of the
Super.
silent one?
Silent.
The one that's on the theater right now.
Quiet.
Quiet Place or something?
No,
yeah?
I never seen
The first one is
trailer.
dope.
Yeah.
First one is really good.
This one made like 350 million.
It did really well. In the Americans have been missing their movies, man. It's popcorn flick. I introduced my kid to Silence of the Lambs the other night.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And fuck, I hate saying this. It didn't have the same impact. I haven't seen it
Same.
since I haven't seen it since I saw it the first time.
Yeah. It's
And
aged.
I mean, she enjoyed it. She thought it was dope. She likes Anthony Hopkins. His eyes, he looks like the devil.
Yeah.
But it's just fucking just so desensitized from horror movies that the movie's kind of like, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I think the ghost ones based on true stories are the best ones
If
they're done well.
The new Conjuring looks good.
Yeah,
The Devil Made Me Do It. They have a good
Possessed.
series. Yeah, but The Exorcist is my all-time.
Who's your dream collaboration? Dream collaboration all time. Someone that you know that you could be like, you know what, man, I want to fucking mix. I'm gonna make
oh
a
man,
beat for this fucking guy, and it's gonna be legendary. Like you got one shot, one artist.
I'd say Snoop.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah,
You could make some shit for Snoop for
just
sure.
because like
Dream one, that would be it, eh? Snoop's a big one.
Dude, I'm telling you, his beats, Snoop.
because he's been banging West Coast for decades, and he's always gonna be just iconic for that, print.
West.
Yeah,
Wow.
OG.
yeah.
So then, today's world, I guess you would make a beat, especially for Snoop,
Mm-hmm.
and then you play it on your fucking social media, challenging Snoop
Twitter would probably be the best.
to Snoop. I made this beat for you, and all I want from you, man, is just rap
put a verse on it.
a verse for me
Yeah.
back here on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you promote that fucking beat. And
Yeah.
I bet you Snoop would do it because he fucking loves to do shit like that.
And he fucks with fans.
And he loves fans,
Yeah,
man. And
yeah.
he put you
It's
on
part of his
and
brand.
rap on your fucking beat, and
Yeah.
your shit would blow up.
Yeah.
Got him thinking. It's a good idea.
Yeah, dude.
Right? But that's
Yeah.
kind of where it separates, I think, musicians and shit now,
Yeah.
and beat makers and stuff. Because you have to think, like, it's about the attraction to you. These artists are all about attracting to like-minded people, right? Like a friend of mine told me the other day about Two Sides of Hollywood.
Before you get too far in, do you want to do a quick live?
What?
Do you want to do a quick live?
Yeah, we can do. I don't have any juice on my phone.
Okay, yeah. Let's do a quick live then.
All right.
Do you want to hold that story?
Sure, yeah.
Two Sides to Hollywood.
Two Sides of Hollywood.
In the meantime, before we do go, where can people find you on social media?
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
All of it.
All of
Snoop's
it.
going to be rapping on his beat. but-
Raw vibes. DJ. Big Smoke.
Big Smoke going Insta Live right now.
As you can see in this room, because we like the Big Smoke.
Yeah, it's smoky.
ACDJ, Alite. Catch us on the live. We'll be there in a minute. All right. High praise.
High
Peace.
praise.